Thanks for joining us, Chris. We appreciate it. You're one of the best hitters in baseball when it comes to facing left-handed pitching. We just saw that. What's so different for you versus lefties as opposed to going up against righties? Are there differences that big?
I talked a while about this yesterday. I was getting the same questions, and honestly, I don't feel a big difference. I know the numbers speak differently, but when I'm in the box competing within the game, trying to just get in the mode to go out there and have success, when I step in the box, I feel the same no matter who's on the mound. It's just the results have been different lately.
Well, you are definitely bad news for left-handed pitching, that's for sure. Did you have the series at Houston circled on your calendar? You had all those tickets. You went home, going home. In the 4 games there, you were 6 for 14 with 2 homers and 5 ribbies.
Yeah, when I go home, and I've been going to Houston for the last 9 years, and it seems like coincidentally, or whatever you want to call it, when I make that trip, somehow I find a way to get it done. I think it's a mix of being around my family, having that pressure on you, having 60 to 100 people in the stands pulling for you, and getting a little bit of home cooking from my mom. I think a mix of all those things together, make for a good trip for sure. That
was my follow-up question. I wanted to see if you were getting any of that home-cooked mom meals. I guess you were, and it does help.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, plenty of it. 4 days is quite a bit. After the series, I'm normally exhausted, and you just have to get that time to kind of regroup because it's a busy 4 days when I'm in town.
Favorite mom meal while you're out there, what is it?
I don't know if I can even tell the team I eat like that. but in Texas, it's going to be typical. It's heavy foods, fried foods, nothing that's good for you, but everything that tastes amazing.
All right. The AL East looks like it's going to be nip and tuck the rest of the way, Chris. Not discounting any other game or any other team, but is there a difference when you guys are facing a team inside the division?
I think so. As it gets later in the season, as August and September approach, it's hard to ignore, what everybody's doing. And, the way the season looks like it's lined up for us for the rest of the year, it's a lot of in-division games, and every game matters. And it's not just one team you have to worry about. It's 4 or 5 teams. Everybody's realistically in reaching distance. And, we're going to have to keep the foot pedal down and continue to work hard and continue to not let this get away from us and, try to take it a day at a time and do what we do.
Recently, you guys took part in Carlos Beltran's 80 Strike Back Gala for the Carlos Beltran Foundation. You dressed up as Run DMC with Dellin Betances. We see him right there. We're not too sure what Carlos was supposed to be. Maybe you can tell us. It was a good time, but had by all. Who was the best and worst dressed, Chris?
Best dressed by far was Carlos. Like you said, I have no idea. I was an 80s baby, but I don't remember whatever outfit that was. I'm not really sure what role he was playing, but it was definitely my favorite outfit. Me and Dell had a lot of fun with our outfits. I can't really call out a worst dressed guy. There was a couple guys who showed up late and couldn't dress up. So I guess if you don't dress up, you're the worst dressed.
All right, maybe a cross between Darryl Hall and somebody else, Don Johnson from the 80s. Maybe that's what Carlos was going for. In the past, you've said The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is your favorite television show. Is there any correlation to going to Bel Air High School in Texas? And is it still your favorite show, or do you have a new favorite?
Yeah, no correlation, even though it was my favorite show when I went to Bel Air, and people knew that at the time. So I tried to consider myself to be the Fresh Prince of Bel Air at the time. Self-proclaimed for sure, but nobody else really jumped on that wagon. But now I like the reality shows. At home, I'm forced, but not really forced to watch shows like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I get into those shows for some reason. Lately, I've been watching the series Ballers. I've heard great things about the show Power that I think I'm going to try to find a way to get on my TV as well and try to catch up. But I've been watching Extent lately as well, so I'm pretty much glued to the TV when I get home from the games.
Sorry, Will, he's moved on. 7 alumni from Bel Air, including former Yankee Chuck Knobloch and Bubba Crosby, made it to the show. Did that help motivate you while you walked the halls of Bel Air High School?
Yeah, it's a lot of history in my high school. Coming up at Bel Air, at the time we were #1 in the nation in baseball. It's a great baseball program. So coming in, you just, you have high expectations of yourself, and a lot is expected of you, at a high school level, which I think is good for a young player to kind of, put you in that mindset. It kind of prepared me for the minor leagues and what you have to go through to make it to the big league level. Guys like Jose Cruz and Knobloch and guys who were there not too long before me definitely motivate you because they always find the time to go back and visit every now and then.
All right, one more before you're off the hot seat. Recently, we had Brendan Ryan on, and he did his impersonation of Harry Carey and Johnny Carson. Does Chris Young have any hidden talent that we should all know about?
Oh, wow, nothing I can do on TV. I think my ping pong game is pretty legit.
All right.
but I don't know if I could show you my overhand shot on TV. We'll have to get a table one day.
Well, we'll have to get you up here to the studios and have a ping pong tournament. Chris, we really appreciate the time.
Sure.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.